Love, loyalty, or respect, which is the most important with your wife?
To my wife or my wife giving to me?
Providing to you.
I would say respect.
Mm-hmm. Give me a little bit why.
It makes me love her even more, even greater when she respects me, even when I ain't been my best.
Right.
Even when I mess up on a few things here, do that. And she still chooses to respect me, knowing like, man, I didn't get a certain gig or didn't get, didn't get a bill on time or didn't do something or didn't make a certain goal that I said I was going to do. And she still chooses to respect me.
Right.
Man.
Don't throw stuff in your face.
Don't throw it in my face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's important.
That's very important to a man.
It does. Because it made me want to even work harder. It made me want to honor them harder. It made me want to just do whatever I can. So to respect me, knowing like, man, I ain't the best. Knowing that you could be with anybody else.
The Highest Point Podcast.
More than a pod, it's a lifestyle.
Speaking about the cheers and the crowd, like when you was doing the comedy show, 500 plus people, just feeling it. Now, where were you at when you first bombed? And what did you learn from that experience?
Shoot, my first show I ever did. What I learned, I could have left quicker. Yeah, I could have left out that building quicker. I stayed a little too long. The first time I ever, this is when I was even going through the battle, like, should I do comedy? Is it really, I'm supposed to do stand-up? Like, what in the world? Like, I just saw this vision of me on stage, like, what in the world? And this girl just saw me, and I didn't know how to start. I didn't know how to like make that start in the comedy. Like, what do you do? Do you go to open mic? Do you do this? I didn't even know that even existed or whatever. And so I didn't know what the next step was ever since I had said, I'm going to do comedy. And it was just, I ended up hosting something at my church. And this girl walked up to me. She was like, hey, we need a host to host at Greensboro College. We got a step show. They paying the host $500. I said, $500? I said, yeah, I'll be there. Shoot. And I was like, yo, this is the first time somebody ever invited me out to something. Right. So I went and I was getting ready to do it. And she was like, oh, I just want to let you know, the host that was supposed to do it, he available now. I said, oh, man. I said, well, I sure missed that $500. She said, well, can you at least do 15 minutes of stand-up during the intermission?
15 minutes?
I said, 15 minutes. I said, stand-up. I said, I ain't never done no stand-up before. I said, all right. I never forget. I had a green shirt on, some green Vans. I don't know why I wore that. But I walked up there. My first two jokes, they were all right. Okay. It was like a third joke I said about people giving direction, how black people give direction, white people give direction, then Mexicans give direction. I got to the Mexican part, and somebody in the middle of my joke said, what? What did he say? And I said, uh-oh. I said, that's my time. Well, security guard said, you hit about 15 more minutes. You just started. I said, I got to go. He said, what about your check? I said, mail it too, man. Man, I get out in the car, and I'm like, this is not for me. So that's probably my first time on stage. Man. I guess I bombed. They didn't boo me. I booed myself. I just knew. You can feel the room.
So you ain't even give them a chance to bomb you. You just saw them setting it up.
I said, oh, this ain't looking too good. I see y'all later. You know.
So did it take you some time? Like, did you regroup or like did you take a break? Like, did it deter you? Or you were like, nah,
it probably. I can't remember when the next time I got on stage, but it wasn't long. Okay. So it was at that phase where it was weird. I would tell people, I said, man, again, I'm still searching. Is this the thing I'm supposed to do with comedy? New comedy was a thing. I just didn't know if it was stand up, but it was weird. I would get a call every single month. Again, this is 2008 on 2009. So I would get a call every single month to do an event. Okay. It was something, but it was always birthday party. It was usually a nursing home, but I still count as a party. You know what I'm saying? We still
they count.
They got that that low sugar apple juice that we had to give out to patients. So that was my little drink beside me. My little stool. But man, I'm telling you, it was somebody's 80-year-old birthday party. I was staying at somebody's birthday party. It was somebody else. Busy. Yeah, but it was just busy and old, and so. I kept on getting booked for that. It wasn't nothing, just that for a straight year. I don't know who had my name and my number. I don't know if I was some directory for the nursing home across.
On the board
I'm telling nursing homes of North Carolina. So I stayed in Greensboro, Goldsboro. I was just, doing little stuff like that.
Nursing home tour.
Nursing home tour, jokes and beds. And so I was just, that's how everything was for me. And I think over time, you will build a routine. Yeah. And you'll find what worked. And then with being in churches, starting, churches give you grace, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, I struggled more when I went to comedy clubs and had to do 3 to 5 minutes because I was doing churches, they were booking you for like 20 or 30 minutes.
Okay.
You know, most clubs like, man, you give me 5 minutes, give me 3, give whatever, give me a hot 7.
Right.
You know, man, church would be like, man, you know, pastor appreciate and give him 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Can you do an hour? I'm like, I guess so.
Yeah.
Shoot. Then I saw what that hour check looked like. I showed up. I'll do something for an hour.
Right.
So, but over time, you'll build a routine. You'll find out what works. And comedy is a great measuring tool, and it's very honest. It's very honest. And so you won't, you know, you can't be wrong for long. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you feel it. You feel when a joke don't hit.
Right.
You know when a joke does hit.
Right.
So all right, we're gonna stay there. We're gonna build off of this story. And I tried my best not to watch comedy as well too, because I wanted to build my own identity.
Right.
Because I felt like I was a sponge too. So anything that I remember, cause I can't sing. I ain't no singing now. I get lucky on some notes now.
Okay.
But I noticed that when I sing like a song, like I would sound like what I listen to.
Okay.
And I was like, man, my boy's like, you sound like this. And I was like, oh, because I'll probably listen to that. And I felt the same thing about comedy if I did that.
Okay.
And so I didn't want to consume so much of comics because I'm learning the art. I don't want to listen to too much to where now I sound like Bernie Mac or I sound like Richard Pryor or I sound like Martin Lawrence. So I was just trying to find Tim Shropshire's voice for about a good 2, 3, 4 years.
Okay.
And I just kind of locked in on knowing what I did and what I was strong in. And we just kind of built from there. And I'm still studying me. I still take football principles. We watch film after every game, after every practice. You know, we watch film. And I do the same thing with stand-up now. And where I just watch, you know, I watch myself. I figure out, well, how are my hand places? What was I saying?
Right.
You know, could I cut this joke a little sooner or could I add more layers to it? So yeah, man.
Absolutely. Okay, now, I'm a married man just like yourself. Now, from my research, I understand that your wife is from London.
Yeah.
Her parents are West African.
Come on now, you been studying.
Now, how in the world y'all cross paths?
Man, hey, you know, I was on a study abroad trip, and I'm lying.
Look, I'm like, you went abroad? Okay. You better go and find her overseas. Over yonder.
I was on a study abroad. No,
You better go find her from over there.
Stop now. No, I actually met at church, the same church that got me focused and regroup. I met on May 21st, 2006. I'll never forget. And that's just so happened to be International Sunday. Just so happened.
Wow.
And so I saw it, but I hadn't been seeing her before. But this is the first time I approached her.
Okay.
And so all I knew, it was her name was Esther. I said, "Oh shoot, Esther! You know, I ain't never met no young Esther either.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't never seen no young
Esther. You know the Esther that's in the church, the little elderly Esther. You know what I'm saying? The usher boy Esther.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got the Esther in the back.
Then you got the Esther in the back.
So, but they was like, "Nah, she a sweet girl, man." And so, but they didn't tell me she was from London.
Okay.
So I was like, I went up to her and I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I asked her name and then I said her name at the same time. So I was like, you know, hey Esther, how you doing? What's your name? But she didn't catch on how nervous I was. And she said, "Hello, my name is Esther." I said, "Oh boy, that thing messed
I know it
me.
did.
Man, I didn't know what to do. My knee got weak. I said, "Oh my God, where you from?" She said, "London, England." I said, "London, England." And so and I didn't know what to say, but I remember my last name. I had to remember my last name. My last name is Shropshire, and I knew it was English or something. You know, it was over in England somewhere. I said, "You from?" I said, "You from London?" I said, "Can you tell me a little bit more about my last name?" She said, "What's your last name?" I said, "It said it's Shropshire." She said, "Shropshire?" She said, "It's just 2 hours north from where I live." I said, "Oh, really?" So
it's a place?
Oh man, it's a Shropshire, England.
Wow.
2 hours north of London.
I didn't know that.
I said, "God, you're good to me."
I didn't know that.
You're good to me.
Yeah.
And from that, she just got sparked by the conversation. We got to talk and all that good stuff, and we ain't stopped talking ever since.
That's what's
So
up.
I'm married.
That was God's alignment.
Come
right
on
there.
now.
Come on.
It was.
And so we dated. This is in college. So that's 2006.
Okay.
It's the same time
And
I
you're
went through.
injured.
That's it. The same time I was going through everything. And I had just made that decision of getting my life on track. This was February when I got myself together, and I met Esther in May.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so,
that was all alignment.
It was like boom, everything that started shifting. Right, stuff don't start happening until you are aligned.
There you go.
That's
when
a
you
fact.
when
When
you
you align.
I'm telling when you are aligned,
What is that
stuff just
goosebumps?
stuff start shifting into place. That's just like our body. You try to figure out why certain things are happening. Why you could have a pain in your leg, and it could be just because of you're out of alignment. So a lot of things could be wrong, but a lot of things can be going right when you are in alignment. So, man, when Esther came along, man, that thing, it changed the world. You know, I couldn't even let us meet my parents. I let her meet the grandparents. I said,
"Baby, you skipped over the parents."
I skipped over it. I said, all of y'all got to meet her. You know what I'm saying? So I took it out of South Carolina to meet all the family.
Now, what part of South Carolina?
Lancaster County. Okay. That's the countryest part. Yes, I took her there. Yes, so they were like, "Oh, you from over there? You royalty,
right?
You royalty. You from the royal family." You know what I'm saying? So, that was a cool moment. But I married. We dated, and then right when I graduated from T in 08, proposed to her in 09, the summer of 09. We got married in 2010. And we got 4
Man, you proposed
children.
in a year.
Hey, won't play.
You knew that thing was a line.
Come on, man. Come on.
He knew.
I already knew what it was.
When she knew where his last name was,
Up the street.
2 hours away.
Hey, come
my
on.
man said, "Oh,
Come on. That wedding bell. Wedding bell. You better wipe that up. Because I was the type of person, again, this goes back to how I was raised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a great definition of marriage.
Right.
I saw a great example. So there was nothing in me to oppose it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So in my mind, in my heart, I'm like, yo, I gotta get married.
Yeah.
I gotta get what my parents got. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get what I've seen like this.
Right.
So it's nothing like, man, I'm gonna weigh it out, I'm gonna figure out her, or I see women do him wrong, or my mama cheat on my dad beat my mama. Nah. I saw a great example of how marriage is supposed to be. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this too. So when I saw Elsa, I already knew what it was.
It's a wrap right from there. Yeah. Now, since she's coming from totally different place, London, England.
Yeah.
Those are two totally different cultures meeting and also creating.
Right. Yeah.
Now, has there ever been any culture clashes in raising the kids?
Not raising the kids, culture clashes. I wouldn't say that, because we kind of work together. You know what I'm saying? They all, represent family in a sense, and so, but we always talk about the eating. A little different. Food gonna be different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want some, some stew beef over some rice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And what was she like?
She may want some okra stew, okra stew, jollof rice. And so the only thing is because I'm telling my son he got to use the fork. My wife told me, no, you can use your hands. Yes. You can use your hands. You use your hands to eat it. I'm like, you can't do that. I said, use your fork, son. No, I'm going to use my. I'm like, no. So it's interesting. So with me in my house, we got to use the fork with the macaroni and cheese. But her mother, her mama come over. She made all the African food. She ain't got no fork. No. She just, they can eat off. Man, you know what I'm saying?
With some good bread to scoop it up with.
So you know how it is when we got our plate. I got my plate. You got yours. Plate. Right. They can eat off one plate together. They can have one big plate, and I'm like, I ain't used to that.
Right,
But
you're dipping off too much. You know what I'm saying? Come on, help me, Holy Ghost. You can't take all my food. Nah, I ain't used to that. My pork chop.
Right.
Yes, it is. We ain't sharing that bad boy. So it's those little things, but we make it work. We love it.
Yeah.
And we know what we get into. And then at the same time, from just from a position of like, I love the journey. Like
right,
you mentioned earlier,
right.
I love like, man, like I know what I have. Like I'm married into an international family.
Yeah,
that's different.
That's dope.
So I want to embrace it. I don't want to. I want to hear what your customs are, and I want to honor those too.
Right.
Absolutely. The best I can. You know what I'm saying? Like we doing an event tonight. They gonna dance. I'm going to an African party. With the wife, and so they get down. When I mean
get down,
they dance.
Yeah.
They gonna. It's from the event from 6 until.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And when they gonna be 1, 2 o'clock.
They gonna dance until. They different.
Yeah.
We gonna give you a goodbye hour. Hour. We gonna wobble, electric slide. You know what I'm saying? Do a few.
Eat, drink.
That's it. That's it. But for them, oh my God.
Yeah.
And one thing I love about international is when I say family and good time, ain't no
Yeah.
tiredness
Yeah.
gonna make us go home because
Right.
we are really enjoying everybody's
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Right.
Half
Yeah.
the time you ain't seen them in a minute anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm
yeah.
talking you gonna eat good, you
Yeah.
gonna dance, you
Yeah.
gonna,
Right.
and
Yeah.
they not think about time.
Yeah.
They just think about that family
Yeah,
and
that's it.
just bonding
That's
and
important.
building.
That's
Tomorrow
it.
We
not
think about
promised.
time. We
Yep.
think about I'm tired.
Yeah.
I
Right.
gotta go to bed,
Yeah.
you know. But then when something happens, you be like, man, I wish I would have stayed a little bit
Exactly.
longer.
Yeah.
They don't think like that. They
And for me,
Family.
my most important thing, my favorite thing is family time.
that's
Yeah.
it.
Being
Me
with
too.
the family, and that's the beauty of being able to be on the road to travel. Like we take our kids a lot of times with
That's
us,
what's
you know,
up.
let them see. Like we have a show at the Orlando Improv in a little bit. And I was like, hey, let's take the kids. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And it so happened, you know, someone looked at our schedule and was like, hey, you gonna be in Orlando? Can you do this event for me in Daytona Beach? I was like, I looked at them, I said, sure, let's do it. So I'm thinking that's a beach trip. You get a little Disney trip, you get a beach trip. Then on the way from there, Wilmington hit up. Now I can't see my toes in the water in Wilmington, but at least it feel good. You know,
There's some
It-
good coastal beaches up there.
Okay,
you know?
okay,
It's
you
a couple coastal beaches.
So it's the cool thing is, you know, we travel with the family, and so because that's our number one thing is family.
Yeah. And now talking about family, things like that. This brings me to a segment of my show called Love, Loyalty, or Respect. Now, I'm gonna give you those three options, all right? And you choose which one is the most important in this particular
Love,
relationship.
loyalty, or respect.
Love,
Okay.
loyalty, or respect.
All right,
So
here we go.
I'll go ahead and kick it off from the gate.
Oh, here you go.
Love, loyalty, or respect. Which is the most important with your wife?
Love, loyalty, or respect for to my wife, or my wife giving to me.
Providing to you.
I would say respect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit why.
Respect, that's that honor code. You know what I'm saying? I feel that respect speaks love too.
Yes.
I feel that respect, for whatever reason, it fuels you in a sense
It does.
of honor, you know, because you never know how your day is or whatever. And it makes me love her even more, even greater when she respects me, even when I ain't been my best.
Right.
Even when I mess up on a few things here, do that, and
that's
she
loyalty.
she still chooses to respect me, knowing like, man, I didn't get a certain gig, or didn't get didn't get a bill on time, or didn't do something, or didn't make a certain goal that I said I was going to do, and she still chooses to respect me.
Right.
Man,
Don't throw stuff in your face.
Don't throw it in my face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's important.
That's very important to a man.
It does, because it made
very
me
important for a man.
it made me want to even work harder. It made me
Right.
want to honor them harder. It
Right.
made me want to just
Right.
do whatever I can. So to respect me, knowing like, man, I ain't the best, knowing that you could be with anybody else. You know, you choose respect. I think so. Respect.
Absolutely.
That's
Great
what's up.
answer. So
Great answer.
love, loyalty, or
loyalty.
respect with your ace, your best friend. What do you expect out of your best friend? Now, I know your wife is your best friend, so your second best friend. Love, loyalty, or respect.
I guess I go with loyalty. With a best friend, you know, loyalty. I guess it'll fall into the part of like, can I trust you with my heart?
Right.
Like, you know, because that's what makes the difference between a friend and a best friend.
Right.
Makes a big
You know,
difference.
we can go kick it with any, we can kick it with a friend.
Right.
But you know, but your best friend can't trust you with my heart, because while we kicking it, I told you my heart.
Right.
Yeah.
I told you how I felt in this moment.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can you be loyal enough to where I can know that I have a safe space.
Yeah.
Right.
That,
Yeah.
you know, I could trust you with, you know, there. So being, loyalty. Loyalty.
Yeah, and loyalty is consistent. It's whether I'm there or I'm not.
Yeah.
You keeping that same energy.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
Now, your final one: love, loyalty, or respect.
Okay, here we go.
Now, with them cheering,
Hold on now.
with them cheering, what's the most important? Love, loyalty, or respect?
That I give to them or they give to me?
They give to you.
That they give to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna say respect in a sense. Cause they don't got to, you know, I want them to love me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be loyal because I know they ain't gonna be loyal. You know, they gonna act some way in front of me. They gonna act a certain way because my kids ain't loyal. You know what I'm saying? I can
They
tell.
ain't learned that yet.
Nah, they ain't
got
learned
that
that
yet.
because the way they was talking to their mom, they was like, "Daddy said, like, how you gonna say it?" So no,
They gonna tell on you.
But I guess
They
it goes back to respect. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It goes back to respect. Look, they because we know, especially from even my wife, we know what we're putting out to them. Because the one thing that's the biggest thing for me. The one thing I hate is disrespect. Anyone. So
Yeah, I'm with you there.
And so the biggest thing is not trying to respect me in a way of like, hey, because I'm King Shrop.
Right.
No, I want to teach them just the whole thing of gratitude. And
Right.
if my kids can't be grateful, man, they can be the smartest kids in the world, but they ungrateful.
That means so much.
Man,
That means
like,
so much
you know,
for a
they don't-
parent. We
so,
don't care about your grades.
man,
We just want you to be grateful
come
and
on.
respectful, yo. Like, I care about your grades, but
Come
those
on.
are more important
Come
because
on.
if you gratitude
Oh,
and you're
man,
respectful,
I'm telling you.
everything else is gonna fall in line.
I tell somebody, thank you goes a long way.
It
does.
goes so
And so
far.
I tell, like, my son 2 years old, and so that boy, I don't know what it is with him and Apple. That joker asked for an apple about 10 times a day. I'm about to get him checked out. But when I give him the apple, if he doesn't say thank you, I just hold on to it. And he knows. He said, thank you.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I'm like, so it just ingrained. So I didn't, that's what me and my wife do, So my buddy came into the house and he noticed that kids were saying, no, ma'am, no, sir, yes, ma'am. He was like, how y'all do that? I said, what you mean? He said, your kids, how y'all talk? I said, that's what we do. It's second nature to us.
Right,
And
right.
So I was like, man, so that's how we roll.
Yeah,
Man.
y'all got your own culture in your household.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think that's dope.
Yeah.
And you're the first person on the show that ever went through love, loyalty, and respect, and didn't choose love as number one for the kids.
Come on,
But
man.
your reasoning
Makes
makes a
sense.
lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense.
So I think that's dope, and I'm glad to hear a different perspective on
Yeah.
things.
I feel like it's my job to love them.
Right,
To
right.
love
And I was
them.
gonna say that because they don't know how to. They don't
Yeah.
know how to love.
You don't know how to love
Yeah, yeah, I
them.
get
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
So
Like,
I don't
not
expect
yet.
it from them.
Right.
I want them to.
Right.
In return, they will give that
Right.
to me.
Right, right.
At least I
Eventually.
think it's love when they give it to me.
We hope
or they
so.
want. I hope that is. But I feel as the leader, the head of my home, what I give is what they'll give back.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know what I'm saying? And so if I love on them, I love them. They show. But it's my job to love them.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
I totally
It's
get that.
my
That's
job to
true.
love them.
Okay, so now we got to know you a little bit more personally, which is very important. I want to transition to some of the things comedically.
Okay.
There's another segment in the show called "Who You Rockin' With."
Who you rocking with?
Who you rocking with?
Who
Now,
you rocking with?
I'm gonna give you two choices. You let me know which one you rocking with the
Oh,
most. Don't mean
shoot.
you dislike the
It's
other.
all good.
It's
Right.
two on pop up. Oh, I'm gonna hit this one first.
We on the highest point podcast.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Now, who you rocking
Who
with?
you rocking with?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
You better not
or
say
the
Martin.
Martin Lawrence Show?
I rock with Martin
You rocking with Martin?
all day long.
Okay.
All
How
day
so?
long.
Why?
It's just classic.
It is.
You put Martin because again, I'm being technical. It's situational comedy. You
Right.
know?
Okay.
So you put Martin in any situation, he making you laugh.
Yeah.
In every character, in every scene, like it's so many classic scenes of Martin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
There was a classic Fresh Prince, you
You're
know,
right, though.
but there was classic Martin.
You're
Think
right.
about how when you go from pound for pound, scene for scene, funny to funny, Martin,
Yeah.
whatever Martin's top 5, top 10 were to the top 10 of Fresh Prince. Oh, it's running circles.
Yeah, it's
Man,
Come on, I'm
I
like,
never thought of it like that. See, he got that technical aspect. He's a
I'm
comedian.
telling you, because you again, it's situational comedy. So you put Martin into different situations, he win every time.
does.
Jerome,
Multiple
he win.
characters.
What's my buddy? It's a party. It's a party. Tina's over here. When he
Right.
did the white dude, like, come on.
yeah.
When he did
Right.
Dragonfly Jones,
Wanda.
when Wanda,
Yeah.
when Roscoe came to the
Roscoe,
door,
yeah. Big
like
Mama. I
big,
mean,
big,
just-
come on, like
yeah,
this.
that's
When
true.
Mama came over, like, come on, and then and ate the pig, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
like
right. You're right.
everything was funny. Like
Yeah.
when what was the scene when the what's a little animal got caught? You know what I'm saying? He got in the,
yeah,
on-
and he was-
yeah,
he was- yeah,
do all of that. Like
I was laughing
it
at when we had a dog or something like that.
yeah,
He was,
yeah, right, dude. That is hilarious. That's hilarious.
dang, you right. I
hilarious.
thought that was gonna be more difficult, but now that you break that down, Martin killing.
Situational
come on,
comedy, like
situation.
you said.
Martin
Yeah.
killing.
Man, it was-
Never looked at it like situational comedy.
yeah.
Okay. So, all right, let me see if this
Who
one a
you
little bit
rocking?
closer. Who you rocking with?
Okay.
The Bernie Mac show or the Steve Harvey show when he was Mr. Hightower?
I'm only going with Steve Harvey. I'm only going with Steve Harvey is because I watched it more. I ain't finished the Bernie Mac show.
Okay.
No, I think
Bernie was funny.
I bet
It was hilarious.
I bet it was. So
Bernie was funny.
I owe the Bernie Mac estate my time to be able to watch that.
Yeah.
Check him out because I love the Bernie Mac show.
Yeah.
He was a legend.
Man.
Gone too soon.
I didn't watch enough of the show. Now I watch his comedy, but I ain't watch his show like that. Like I did Steve Harvey.
Gotcha.
That was dope.
Gotcha.
When you get a chance, go back and watch some shows.
I'm gonna do that just for y'all.
Yeah.
That's
So-
my homework. That's my homework.
Okay, for sure. Who you rocking with?
There you go.
Kevin Hart's comedy, like stand-up comedy, or Cat Williams stand-up comedy?
Ooh. Man.
They both.
Man.
I got a hard one for me.
Yeah, that is a hard one. Because
They both have two different styles.
two different styles.
But they are very funny.
Yeah.
You know, I could be wrong with what I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. I'm gonna rock. All right. This almost the same with the Steve Harvey and the Bernie Mac. I'm gonna rock with Kev.
Okay.
Because I had a more deeper dive with Kevin Hart's material, his stand up, than I had Cat Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I've probably watched all of Kev's and I haven't watched all of Cat's.
Right.
Okay.
And I think I'm more inspired by Kevin Hart's, specials is because, and I could be wrong because Cat could have did the same thing because he be grinding too.
Mm-hmm.
Like they grind two different is come on neck to neck.
Yeah.
Business models is probably a little bit different.
Right.
That's why we see more of Kevin Hart.
Right.
But I like the fact that when Kev dropped his special, he dropped another one, dropped another one, dropped another one, and dropped another one,
Right.
which is one of the hardest things to do. But somebody could say, bro, you ain't look at the numbers.
Cat did
But
that when he first came
So that's what I'm
out.
thinking too.
Yeah.
Cat probably had the same thing going as well too.
Yeah.
But I'm only gonna lean into Kev only
Okay.
because I probably dive more into his comedy. But I feel like they both have taken L's on stage as well too.
Yeah.
And both have ran circles around, this content. From a joke, from joke to joke, I think Cat got Kev.
He did.
When it comes from a joke to
I'm agree
from a
with you on
roast,
that one.
from a
Yeah.
roast, like
Cat
just-
hit.
Cat ain't no joke.
No, Cat ain't
Yeah.
no joke.
And I think so because I know you didn't ask this, but I kind of think that because Cat got more of a no filter.
He
And
does.
so,
Right,
and so
He ain't worried about no brands
So,
pulling back.
so Kevin
No.
Kevin Hart, he the point.
Hell,
he-
wait, do Cat even got brands?
Right,
I don't think so.
I
You know
don't
what
know.
I'm saying? Backing them like
And,
that.
and he like, I don't need them. That's his
Right,
thing
and
too.
he don't.
He like, and so it's almost like how back to the Steve Harvey. It's like Steve said he had to get out of stand up because of all them brands. Like man, that's just taking
And then
care.
he became a brand.
Right. So it's like, man, I can't say what I really want to say.
Right.
Cat out here loose. He can say whatever. And so
don't.
that's
Loose.
what's always gonna make you tune into Cat Williams.
Yeah.
He gonna say like what you was thinking, and then I ain't know I can even go there.
How he get away with that?
Kevin Hart, he can't even say nothing now.
Right.
He got to be so family, so kind of, we got to do Debra jokes,
Right, right.
just to make you laugh versus talking real talk. So
Okay, I
but
get that.
Good
Okay.
answer.
Yeah, for sure. Now,
Good answer.
all right, so Samore or Monique?
Oh man. Oh man. Why are you doing him like this?
I'm gonna go with some more. I'm gonna go with some more.
I love
I'm gonna go with some more.
She raw too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with some more. Even though I can't take a deeper dive into their work.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with some more on this is because of her consistency. And I guess Monique, Monique have been through a lot the last. I said the last 10 years.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
how
what I'm
long
saying.
it's been.
It's been a lot that's been happening.
She got a new special out too.
Yeah, I haven't checked it out yet. So it is okay, good. And I hope it was nice.
I would be honest with you. She did really good. It was a good comeback.
Yeah.
Very good comeback for her.
And I think that's probably the reason why. I think some more consistency day in and day out. super big but so underrated.
Man, that's
you know,
a fact.
you know what I'm saying? I was like, so I'm like, yo.
But you know why I think they do it like that? Side note, you know why I think they do it like that? Because you know who her sister is.
Who?
Neil Long.
Yeah, Neil Long and sister.
And so
they
you
got
can't
beef though.
have
They ain't never
two-
really rocked.
I don't think
You don't think
that's
so?
what. No, I feel like it's because she a black female comic.
Well,
They
Because
do
think
have it
about
hard.
it.
They do have it
I
hard.
don't think of
That's true.
who is up there as far as a black female comic other than I think Wanda Sykes. So why isn't some more
you can put some
getting that
more Sherry
But
Underwood.
I think some
Right.
more like the GOAT.
Not really Sherry,
like,
but what's
she up there with the
Sherry
best.
Shepherd?
There you go.
Yeah.
And what's my dark skinned girl name with the big teeth and the big gap? She
From
got that-
Saturday Night Live.
She got
No.
that big gap.
I got you. I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she funny
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
She's really.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should know her name.
She
You got
was in,
Sherry Underwood.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. She's very funny too.
But yeah, some more. I think I mean, I don't know. And again, she could get her credit from us
Right.
because that's what some people don't see. People always sometimes if we don't see it in like box office, you don't see it on the big screen. You think they ain't doing nothing. Nah, you got to
gotta
look at the
work.
ticket sales.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think some more, but like I would like better, more notoriety and all that good stuff.
Right.
But from a ticket sales, she been, from my understanding, she been rolling.
Man, yeah.
I don't know what her.
She's got a Netflix special
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh, do she?
Yeah,
She's got a
yeah,
Netflix
yeah,
special.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You just didn't hear
It
about
just-
it like
it just-
you heard about Monique.
But it's just more so if you don't have that, it's almost like schools in a sense or colleges where you don't got that thing in the back of
Big
your back
major
pushing you,
Right. It's
like
different.
that. You don't got no CBS or NBC
big
behind
support,
you.
yeah.
So so that's the difference. That's the difference, and it could have been a choice for her not being managed by a certain or staying independent.
Right,
However,
right.
So and she
I think she does well to be
yeah,
independent.
great.
I
She
think
does great.
well.
Phenomenal.
She's
Phenomenal.
She's literally like one of the best, like male or female to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like-
I think the biggest thing is you just have to be okay with that. You have to be
Right.
okay
Yeah.
with I
Yeah.
could be bigger if I
Yeah.
go sign with this
Yeah,
this
but I'm
label
cool
over
right
here.
here.
I'm cool right here.
Yep.
I'm cool right here.
I
And
agree.
at the end of the day, like I said, when them tickets start selling, when Samora says she's gonna show up in your city, and she show up in your city, and then them tickets get a roll. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, she gonna sell
for
out.
me. Yeah,
for sure.
She gonna
Yeah,
sell out.
great point. Now, Corey Holcomb or Earthquake, who
Hey.
you rocking with?
I'm gonna rock with Earthquake all day long.
Word.
But
Okay.
I know only because it's a style of comedy.
Yeah.
Corey Holcomb make you say, "Oh shoot, let me put these kids to bed."
You better put your kids to bed.
This Corey
up there.
Holcomb is ridiculous.
Yeah,
He is ridiculous, very offensive.
He is. I'm a 5150 person though.
You got to respect the craft. You got to respect the pen that he has, man. But Earthquake is like your uncle though.
Yes,
Yeah, he go hard.
is.
Earthquake is your uncle who
Yes,
who
he
does
is.
stand up
He
for a
don't care
living.
either.
And
Yeah.
like, man, it's like that. It's like that dude in the barbershop that just steal the show.
Yeah.
And you done got your cut.
With the
you done,
red cup.
You done got your cut 2 hours ago, but you still in there.
Right.
That daggone Earthquake is
Yeah, he funny as hell.
hilarious,
Yeah, he is.
man. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
One of the same ones, like we're talking about some more. Like could have been even bigger than what he is, but but he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Dope,
And he's
dope.
starting to get some of his flowers later in his career too.
Yep.
You notice.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch it a little bit slightly here
All right.
to a movie. Well, to movies.
Uh-oh,
The
I'm-
Hangover movies.
I ain't watching none of them.
You never watched none of them?
Nah.
Have you ever watched Anchorman with Will Ferrell?
I have.
Okay, well you can't.
I don't watch as many movies as I should.
Okay.
I don't got a lot of time, man.
No problem.
I don't know how y'all-
Those are classics.
I don't know
though.
how
Those
y'all
are old school.
I don't know how y'all have time to watch.
The Hangover
Man, I
is
done
funny.
missed.
Yeah.
I done missed so many movies in so many. Man, it's my attention span. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I understand.
But good God, boy. My favorite movie, is Nutty Professor, though. Nutty Professor.
Oh yeah, that is hilarious.
Oh, no, that's in all of them.
Nutty Professor. I was telling my wife on earlier today. Man, Nutty Professor is hilarious. The daggone man. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, one-
I mean, I
one
can
and
see
two.
you in movies though. Like,
Yeah.
my wife sent me a clip of yours when you was when the, and this is before I even knew you were gonna be on the show.
Come on.
So she sent me this clip of you when when people when they asking for money.
Yeah.
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And
yeah,
you
yeah.
and you like, okay, man, I give you $2.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what? I was gonna see if you gonna bless.
Yeah,
me. I'm gonna
yeah,
bless
come
you.
on,
and
come
they
on,
gave this
come
man
on.
some chicken.
Come on, man.
He act like he
16
was
lemon
the
pepper
best.
flat.
I said flat.
I'm gonna get me some today.
I was like, yo, this fool look like he's dead serious.
Hey,
Oh, my
man.
God.
Hey,
It's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
It was
yeah,
like it was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
I'm like, yo, I
That
can
was
see
fun.
him transitioning to like doing movie because he's like, you're acting like you.
Have
I
you ever
can
thought
really
about
see
it?
Man, don't be
Considered
telling me that, man, because I've been feeling like the same way I've been feeling. I felt comedy in 2006, going to 2008.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I've been feeling about this whole acting thing. More so, it's like I keep on hearing it. Hearing it. I'm like,
Hey man, a line
Get
is a
your feet
line.
wet with, you can get your feet wet with stage plays and
And then the biggest thing is, so we looked at a casting agency. We already hit them up in Charlotte because that's where me and the family are. So we hit them up already just because we just been hearing it. It's just been the conversation out of nowhere. And then that video dropped, and that's all I've been hearing since that.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
funny,
I'm
but
telling you.
hey, that good acting chops, brother. I said, don't be telling me that. Don't be telling me that.
It is though.
But
That's
but at the same time, I just know that we want to dive into more acting, skits on social media too.
Right. I think you definitely should, man.
Yeah.
She introduced me to that, and I was like, I know talent, different types of talent. I've done a lot of different things. And look here, man, my mama, my grandma, everybody always told me I was favorites. And when I see something, I seen it.
Come on now.
And I like to see people especially from Carolina, man. I love to see talent, and I like to try to push that.
Hey,
So I
you
think
seen me here, and I'm here. Come on now. Come on.
Hey, you here, and we
Come on
appreciate
now.
you showing.
Come on now. Come
Now,
on now.
also, you're a professional taste tester. Now, I
on,
wanted to
somebody.
find out. I heard you specialize in chicken.
Come on now.
Which one better, Church's chicken or Popeye's chicken?
It depends on what day it is.
It-
and what location?
Yeah. Location. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
Church's chicken will stay hot for 7 days. I ain't lying. I
Yes,
ain't never had a cold piece of Church's chicken.
No.
I don't know how they keep that thing hot after day 3.
Right.
I said, God, dog, this joker still hot. I don't know what kind of fry or grease they got at
kind of
church.
flour they
It
using?
must be from the church. I ain't lying. Because I said, God, you can never bite into a Church's chicken. Try to order your chicken at churches and sit in the parking lot and eat that chicken. You can't.
Stay warm.
Popeyes, you can. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I'm gonna go Popeyes.
okay.
I'm gonna go Popeyes, but it depends on if it's a Wednesday. Churches be hit. If they change that grease, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
If they change that grease out of time, you may, But I'm gonna rock with Popeyes. You know? What I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
what's
rock with
up,
Popeyes.
man.
Okay.
Now we heard the style of your comedy. We got some information on you personally. So from people to tap in and follow what you got going on, how can people, just tap in and see what you got going on?
Oh yeah. We got, we do have a website. If people ain't never heard of a website, they're like, what's a website? No. But I have a website, timshropcomedy.com. That's TIMSHROP comedy.
Okay.
And so .com. So that's everything there. It's all our tour dates, all our good stuff. And but social media, Tim Shrop Comedy on all platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Okay.
TikTok, all that great stuff. So we're there, and that's how we tap in. We try to make videos, weekly, daily.
Yeah.
We can.
You on tour, right? So
Yeah.
where your upcoming shows at?
So I'll be in Lumberton, North Carolina on April 27th.
Okay.
April 22nd. And then I'll be in Orlando with my buddy Alton Walker at the Orlando Improv, and
Okay.
then we hit Statesville and Martinsville, and then we do I'm doing a couple of dates in DC, and we're doing Raleigh Good Nights. I'm really excited about that.
Okay.
That's a really cool club. So your folks in Bertie can swing over there.
Oh, yes, sir. Bertie, y'all got to tap
Booked
in.
and
Like,
busy. Did you say you were booked and busy this year?
Booked and busy.
Come on,
and
booked
we
and
still got
busy.
room to get more busy.
yeah. So y'all hit him up, hit his
Yeah, y'all
website
make sure
up.
y'all hit him up,
If
follow
you
him.
want him to come to your city, tap
Yeah.
in. You should
Yeah.
follow his.
You should go to his
social
website
media.
and book him if you
Go
want
to the
him to come
website.
to your
It's
city.
hilarious.
If your money green, holla at me.
Holla.
Yeah. He's a real one. He's I'm telling you, it's not many of them like this. So and we appreciate you touching down with us as well, my
Absolutely.
brother.
Man,
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for the love, man. See,
Yes, sir. Always. I mean, you part of the family now. You know that's forever.
I
right?
already know.
No,
I
like
already
we
knew.
gonna back you. We gonna
I
be
already
popping
know.
up at stuff
I
doing
knew I was
some of
getting into it.
everything.
I knew I was getting into it.
Come on, that's what's up.
So yeah, we don't get a chance to do this often.
Yeah.
We really, I love meeting people, love talking to folks, and so we don't get to do this often. So appreciate you inviting.
Yes, sir.
Me in. So,
Yes, sir.
It's
Definitely
been
appreciate
great
you.
having you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
until next time, you guys hold it down. Don't let it hold you. Peace.
The Highest Point Podcast.
More than a pod, it's a lifestyle.